Yaha.
Yahoo.
Hello.
Hi.
Oh my gosh, it's been so long. I feel like it's been 10 billion years since I've heard the tones of your voice.
We were playing yesterday.
What-
I I murdered two of our senpais behind your back yesterday.
oh yeah, it was you, wasn't it? It was you that did that crazy kill in the arcade.
Yeah, it was so funny. It's like, wait, why do you say, oh my gosh? And then,
I was so confused. I genuinely, I was like, okay, I'm gonna investigate this as soon as because I was almost done with it. It was one of those really long tasks. I was like, as soon as I'm done with this, I'm going in there. I'm gonna investigate this. And just like I said, as soon as I
yeah,
finished, that's what I found.
those arcade ones are, they take their time, so they're pretty useful. That's how we got Wilson senpai as well. He was doing
Oh
the
yeah.
pachinko one.
Ah yeah, yeah, yeah. It was like one turn later too.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. I think he got interrupted by the report too, because when I was trying to explain what I was doing, he was like, "Oh yeah, the pachinko one. I was just doing that."
That's
mm.
convenient.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I want to play more games like that in the future.
Hmm.
I kind of enjoy these. I don't know. They take a lot of energy, but I really like these big collabs that's got everybody in them.
Yeah, I think we got some really good games out of it.
Yeah, yeah. Especially when not everybody was as familiar with some of the rules. Like
Mm,
the Raven one really got me because I was the one
that was
that
really
triggered
cool.
that. I didn't realize that was a thing or that it would be Vanta. He was
Yeah.
running from. See, he was running when I got Sable and triggered like the last goose death to activate the Raven. Vanta was like, "Don't do this to me. You don't want to do this to me," because he was trying not to die. He wanted to be the last man standing. So I was like, "Oh my gosh, Sable's like a soldier, or he's like a sheriff or whatever. Like he's one of the geese that can kill, basically." And so I got him, and it was a bad choice.
I kind of feel bad for Sable because I was like so aggressive on him when I was the dodo.
Yeah. And see, that's the thing. You usually don't really call out suspicions like that unless you're super convicted about it. So if anything, I didn't suspect anything. I was like, oh, Sable must be super suspicious in that case.
Really, my strategy was the opposite. It's like make it so obvious that I'm trying to frame someone so that they vote for me.
I had no idea.
Because that's what I did on Among Us the first time we played.
Mm.
When I murdered someone and I tried to push it on Sable, that's what I did. So I
Yeah.
wanted people to think it was a pattern.
A pattern would be a pretty good thing to
Yeah,
follow.
but I kind of felt bad because I noticed that, wait, I've always been picking Sable for this. So
Oh, poor Sable. He's
yeah,
your perfect victim in these cases.
no hard feelings, Sable. Thank you.
It's all about the love of the game, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm. I will say, even with those clues though, it's pretty tough, especially in Goose Goose Duck, because it's got all those extra rules. It can be really
Mm.
difficult to keep up with like all the things everybody could be and to suspect anyone of being anything in particular.
Yeah, it really is not as simple as Among Us.
Yeah, where it's just a game of imposter and crewmate is very different. Because like in this case, half of the crewmates can also win like solo mode and make everybody else lose, and then half of
And
the
there's all the neutral
imposters.
ones.
Yeah, it's just so complicated. But that is part of what makes it so exciting.
I think it was like 2 or 3 times that Lyra Senpai got pigeon, and it was so funny because I died very early in the last round, just seeing her try to infect everyone all the time.
That was such a goofy game the first time too. It came as such a shock at the like when people were fixing the lights or whatever. Yeah. And then the clown moment too, that was really goofy. With-
Oh yeah.
Wilson he was accusing me. I had done nothing. I was just following him around because he said he feared women and he thought that was like a suspicious act. He was like, "Oh my gosh, he's trying to clown me. He's trying to pitch my voice up."
No, I was completely sure someone was making him. I really liked a clip I got from my POV where I'm like, is someone silencing him every round? And then right after that meeting ends, it's Wilson simply screaming, "Someone's silencing me every round." So it's the timing. I thought it was so funny.
That's so good. That's so good. I love when that timing works out on stream.
Yeah, I thought the timing
Like
was
you can't
so
make that kind
funny.
of thing up. It was such a good time. I'm glad everybody was able to come together for that. I know Wilson's
It was
been
really fun.
super busy too, so I'm glad he could celebrate his birthday.
Yeah.
Mm. It's a busy time of year in general, so doing new stuff on top of that, it's kind of scary.
Yeah, not just for us, but for everyone, it seems.
Yeah, it's a really rough time because you got all these upcoming holidays to prepare for, and then for a lot of people, there's like maybe birthdays or anniversaries to cook things for as well.
Hmm.
And then coming out of summer and going into fall, that's like when people start up school, so that's another thing to consider. There's a lot of stuff to keep up with. It's a very
Yeah, and I
busy
think
time of
like
year.
these months are like the second half of the year is very popular debut years in Nijisanji in general. So
Ah,
a
yeah.
lot of anniversaries tend to happen by not just for not just for like a yearly anniversary, but half, right?
Yeah, I
That's-
was about to mention there's a pretty cool half anniversary coming pretty soon, I think.
Mm.
Not
Can you tell
not
me more
to
about it?
Yeah, I'm not biased or anything, but there's actually this group that debuted under Nijisanji En almost 6 months ago now. We're going on almost 6 months that they've debuted. It was pretty cool. They're called what was it? It's
Across the
oh
measure or
yeah,
something like
across the
that.
measure. Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah, I think I've heard of them.
Oh, that's a deep cut. I forgot about that. Oh my gosh, do you want to explain or no?
Yeah, that was basically very first name of our group chat that we made before we debuted it.
You're so humble. I feel like you should take credit. That name came from you, didn't it? You were the one that
Yeah,
came up with across the measure.
I was the one that came up with it. But then the Alvin Sparkle Nyanya Kittens
Oh yeah, yeah. That
uh
that.
came up, and that replaced the name of Across the Measure. So
So our
unfortunately,
OG
that
our
was
OG group chat
short-lived. Yeah.
our OG group chat to date is still called Alvin's Nyanya Sparkle Kittens.
Wait, I just realized Across the Measure is shortened to ATM.
Oh my gosh, like an automatic telling machine.
Yeah.
Surely that's not taken by anything else
Oh
and could be
man, the
safely
potential
abbreviated.
of that. Maybe we should have gatekept it. Or I should have gatekept it for more time.
Oh yeah, done something cool with it.
Hmm.
Oh my goodness, maybe we should have just gone with that name in the first place. Maybe that's what.
Yeah.
I like By the Beat though. I think it's a fun name, and it's pretty cool that it's I'm pretty sure it's the first one in EN, right? That is more than
Not a
one
word.
word. Yeah, multiple
Yeah,
word
yeah,
name.
yeah.
Pretty
I've
cool.
definitely like warmed up to it. Now it's like I cannot imagine anything else.
Yeah,
It
right.
really is by the beat, by the beat, by the beat, by the beat.
I remember at
So
first I kind of felt like, wait, is this right? Is this the
yeah,
one? But with time, I feel the same. It's like that's the correct answer.
yeah. In the end, it is what we are. So
Yeah, I'm very proud of it. Yeah, I'm very excited for the half anniversary.
mm,
It's
me
a
too, me
pretty big
too.
deal. It doesn't feel at all like it's been that long, but it also feels like it's been 10 times as long, as I always say.
Yeah, I still feel like we just debuted it. It
Yeah.
really, but at the same time, it's kind of like I've been doing this forever. Also,
Right. It feels like I'm a seasoned pro, but I also feel like a baby. I feel like I don't know
mm,
anything yet.
yeah, I still cannot imagine like, how so many things that have been done by our senpais. It's like what the process behind it is. So
Yeah,
it's kind of
right.
like very interested. It's also almost a little bit overwhelming
It
in a way.
actually is over. That's honestly the first word I would use, especially looking at
Mm,
like thinking of the frequency of some projects alongside consistent streams too.
yeah.
It's like it's crazy commendable that they can spare all the time to like to plan it and to do the things they need to do for it and still have the energy left over for streams.
Yeah, and that's something I've mentioned before, that it's kind of like it's really easy to just fall into the flow and keep streaming and then not do anything else.
Yeah, right.
It's kind of, I mean, not to call us out, but it's like we were planning, right? Oh yeah, we're gonna release a cover once a month.
No, that was the most delusional idea I ever had. That was my most
Yeah,
delusional plan ever. Oh my gosh. The moment I hit the first month anniversary, I was like, oh,
yeah.
there's
Like,
no way.
wait.
Oh my gosh. I do kind of want to, maybe not once a month. That may never be realistic, but I do eventually want to reach a flow where I've got
No,
like at least
we
one
just
every few months maybe.
we just got Mr. Shu Senpai saying, "Oh my god, me."
Oh no. Sure, you
It's
participate in so many cover projects, just not you just don't host that many.
I feel like I do see him singing somewhere once a month. It's just not in his channel.
Yeah, right. But I feel like the stuff he did for his 3D debut more than makes up for that, right? That was really cool stuff.
Yeah, it really was cool.
Yeah, it was such a cool debut. Such cool songs. Mm. I would love to see like a solo cover with like typical cover MV visuals someday though. That'd be really cool.
Yeah,
I feel like he's got that really cool aura looking at him, you know what I mean? It'd be so
not to
nice.
pressure
Yeah, no
him or
pressure.
anything. No pressure.
I feel like I would never, I don't know, if I was doing as many like collaborative music projects as he does, I'd never drop a cover. I'd never, I could never balance all that.
Well, I don't really have the right to say anything because I'm not in the collaborative stuff and I'm not either on the cover
Right.
stuff. So it's kind of like,
Exactly. I'm the
yeah.
same. It'd be hypocritical to expect anything else. It's hard. It's hard to do all that and still
Mm.
stream. And then when you also consider like the ones that travel and stuff as well, that's such a stressful process just in any case.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I could not imagine. I do look forward to that someday being me though. I wanna work hard. I wanna reach that point. And I wanna become stronger when it comes to
Mm,
how much work I can handle.
yeah, me too. I really want to find a balance where I am able to stream without my voice endurance being too affected, and also being able to release and work on more music stuff, not
It's
just
so
shorts and stuff.
hard. Yeah, that's another thing entirely. I mentioned like time management and energy management, but like the throat as well. It's such a fragile instrument.
Oh yeah.
Going too crazy in any direction can mess it up and then ruin everything. And it's hard to know how much is too much. And then, you know, when you're resting, there's that feeling of like, oh, I should be streaming. I should be doing more.
Yeah.
It's so hard to fight. Even when people are really supportive and are like, "Oh, please take all the time you need." It's still it's so tough.
Yeah, and it's not just like oh, streaming for the sake of the fans, right? I enjoy streaming. I enjoy playing the games I play, so
Mm.
I wanna play stuff. It's just,
Yeah.
oh man, especially now that so many new games are coming out.
Are there any that you're excited for? Any in particular? I know you're a big
Well,
game buff.
yeah, Metal Gear Delta just came out. I started that. Silk
Mm.
Song just came out. I'm playing that tomorrow. And
I've
then
been curious about Hollow Knight. I've never played it, but it seems really fun. I've been thinking of introducing a new game or two to my rotation. I've been playing the same 5 games since debut.
you should give it a try.
Mm.
It's,
I
it's
gotta say
definitely
though, those
mm.
devs are very brave. I
Oh
gotta
yeah.
say, yeah, they spent all these years working on Silksong, and they still ended up dropping a game that was full of bugs.
Ah. Yeah, no. I really like what they said also. It's like, oh, why did it take 7 years? It's like, "Oh, no, nothing happened. We just
Yeah, no,
took
they
that
were just
long."
working on the game.
Yeah.
I
It's like,
respect
oh,
that. I think that's
no
so cool.
tragic story. Yeah, I
I
mean,
think it's really good that they had such a like a nice schedule for everybody to work on and like enjoy the work they were doing.
yeah, and it's really nice that they're in the position that thanks to Hollow Knight's success, they can take as long as they want for Silksong, and now we have
Mm.
it. I'm very excited to try it out.
Yeah, I've been curious about it for a bit. Now with the new release, I'm double curious.
Mm. There's
Mm.
also Pokemon Legends C2A.
Ah, yeah, I've been really excited for that too. I need to finish
Yeah.
Scarlet. I'm just lagging behind. I don't know if I should like finish it before I try Z2A, but I'm so excited. I feel like the FOMO would kill
Mm.
me.
Yeah, no. I think maybe all of By the Beat is planning on playing it now.
Ooh, that's exciting. Wait, this is oh my gosh, wait, this is huge. This is a
Yeah.
momentous. This is crazy. I didn't realize you wanted to play it because I feel like there are so many games where it'll be like 3 out of 4, like it'll be everybody but me on like an FPS, for example, or everybody but you on a homework game. That's pretty crazy. It's a game everybody wants to play for their own selfish reasons.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm not the biggest fan of turn-based RPGs. Pokemon is just what I grew up with, so
Mm.
it's an exception. And yeah, it's gonna be my first one since Diamond and Pearl.
Oh wow! Wait, that's a huge gap.
Yeah. I don't know a lot of these Pokemon. But I don't know if you saw the announcement with the new Mega Halucha design.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I saw a lot of excitement about that, and
It
a lot of
looks
people.
so cool. I really like the mask design.
Yeah, yeah, it's really stylish. I'm
Mm,
curious to see other Mega Evolutions since they're going back to the Kalos format.
yeah. Mega
Mm.
Big Reveal was also like very, very interesting, the approach they took for. It's like it's
Mm.
choking itself.
Yeah. It's kind of interesting. I'm curious to see, honestly, more than the designs, I'm curious to see the Pokédex entries for those. I don't know if you're
Mm.
aware of this because in Pokemon X and Y, when they introduced Mega Evolutions, it was described as a very normal thing. But then in following games like Sun and Moon, they kind of gave Mega Evolution the villain edit. They described it as like painful and
Oh
unpleasant for the
wow, really?
Pokemon. Yeah.
No, the poor Pikachu that gets big. It's
Yeah, they were like, "Oh, it hurts it as their bones restructure from scratch.
oh
It
wait, no, that's Gigamax. That's not Mega Evolution.
Oh yeah, no, that Gigantamax. Gigantamax. That is
Oh no.
Sword and Shield.
Yeah. Gigamax is probably I don't know, like
That's
something else.
that's Pokemon Q Wilson.
I see.
It's like a sequel to X and Y and Z.
Of
Pokemon Q.
course, Pokemon Q.
Yeah, for the Giga. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm really excited for that. I'm excited.
Mm.
I just stammered over my words. I'm excited about the formula as well for the Legends franchise. I'm curious to see how similar and how different it'll be from Legends Arceus, which I really liked
Oh,
because
you
it's
played that one?
oh, I loved it. It's not like it's not true open world, but it's got open world elements, and the format is very different than traditional Pokemon in that like battles work very differently, catching Pokemon works very differently. A lot of the time you can catch a Pokemon without even entering battle in the first Legends game. I'm curious to see how that works in this one too.
Hmm.
And, and then there's also the aesthetic direction because Legends Arceus was set in a very like historic setting, like very traditional
Mm.
Japanese vibes. Like technology wasn't fully developed yet. They were doing the Pokédex. It was a really cute concept actually. You were writing the very first version of the Pokédex in a physical notebook because the digital Pokédex from later games in the
I really like that
chronology,
concept,
yeah, they didn't exist yet.
especially my favorite female protag for Pokemon is Hikari or
Mm,
Dawn. So I really like the design for Arceus also, like how they
yeah, it
kept it.
was really cute. Like paying homage to the inspiration game from earlier in
Yeah.
the franchise.
Do you have favorite designs for like the player characters?
For me, it may actually come down to like nostalgia bias because for me, my very first Pokemon game that I was allowed to play was actually Pokemon Black.
Ah,
So for me, I can't remember his name. But my favorite is actually the boy character from that game where he's got like the little red hat and the big messy brown hair.
uh, Hilbert, is that his name?
Oh, it might be Hilbert. Oh wait, I think I'm thinking of Black 2.
Black 2 is
Actually,
the one that has like the messy hair.
yeah, that's the one I'm thinking
Mm,
of. I think that's my
I
favorite.
see. That one's Nate, I think.
Nate. Yeah, that's right.
Hmm.
Hilbert's
I
good
like him
too.
too. I like Hilbert more for Black and White,
Mm,
but I like both.
yeah,
For
me too.
Void characters, I think I like Callum the most. The one
Oh
from
wait,
X
which one
and
is that?
Y.
Ah, X and
Uh,
Y. Wait, hold
yeah,
on. I have to look at this one.
Karumu in Japanese, Callum in English. And then for the girl characters, it's Hikari or Dawn.
Ah, I like his hair.
Yeah.
Very nice, very stylish. I ended up skipping that one. I never played X and Y, so I don't know quite as much about it.
Me
Always been
neither,
curious though.
but I like the designs, and I like that the characters are older in that one.
Yeah, that's really cool. That's another thing I'm excited for about ZA is the setting in that region. Because like I said, for the Legends Arceus installment in the
Hmm.
franchise. It was very like historic and traditional. I think this one mostly takes place within like a developed modern city.
It looked pretty modern, yeah.
Yeah, because it's themed around Paris, I think. So that's pretty
Oh,
exciting. Yeah.
then the fashion accessories are gonna be good then.
Oh yeah, right. One of the fashion capitals of the world. I'm really excited for that too. You know, I love cosmetics in my homework games.
Yeah. Pokemon's well, is it a homework game? It kind of is. You have to fill the Pokédex, huh?
I guess it can be. It's not quite because it still has, it still has a very clear. There's the competitive element that people get really invested in. I wouldn't call that homework gaming.
Hmm.
And then there's the story as well to progress through. I don't think that falls into your definition of homework game. Uh,
I guess
yeah,
it's just how you approach it.
it's more to say that in the games that I like that are considered homework games, one of the things I usually like most about them that keeps me playing them is the cosmetics. I like to I like to customize my character.
Hmm. I mean, it's always been nice to like make a character more personalized in a way.
Mm. Yeah. I think it's exciting to have a character that reflects the way you look or
Yeah.
that like sometimes I like to play and invent a character for that game if it's got a rich story, for example.
Hmm.
I'll make an OC for this universe. And I like being able to make a cool design to match that feels like it's mine, not something everybody else would have. That being said, there's still a lot of charm to games without character customization that just have a really charming player character as well.
Yeah. It really depends on the vibe.
Mm. Yeah.
Sometimes it's not just about looks. It's about there's all these silent characters where gives you room for you to put yourself into them or project yourself into them.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's honestly by design a lot of the time.
Yeah. Think about how many people characterize Link in different ways based on how they want him to be, you know?
That's so true, especially in the case of Breath of the Wild, since it's so open world and there's so many different things you can do. I feel like,
Yeah, you can customize him a lot also.
yeah, I feel like some people characterize Breath of the Wild Link as like traditional stoic, silent, gruff, and serious Link. But then
Hmm.
other people characterize him as some like sloppy guy that's just rolling up, wearing rags and holding a bunch of
Yeah.
meat that he just hunted himself. Then other people make him sassy because of some of the dialogue options. I lean into that one. I think he's very
Yeah,
sassy.
I like the serious cool one. Very
Mm.
stoic.
That's something I really like about some of the earlier links, like Twilight Princess is my favorite link.
Hmm. Me too, me too.
I think that is the most Zelda game of all the Zelda games. I feel very
Hmm.
strongly about that. I want an HD remake for the Switch.
You know the story behind the development of it?
Behind the development of Twilight Princess.
Yeah, why they went that direction?
My understanding is that they faced a lot of criticism with the cartoonish direction for Wind Waker, which was the
Hmm.
previous main installment. And so they were like, "Oh, this is too childish. Maybe we should do something more serious." That's my understanding about why they made it
Yeah,
more macabre, more dark.
and that criticism was rooted also in like the GameCube performance demo where they showed a demo of Link fighting Ganondorf, and that was like the
Mm,
Ocarina of Time Link. So people
yeah.
already had that expectation of that's gonna be the next Zelda we get, and then they got Wind Waker, which at the time was a little bit shocking, but now time has passed and people love Wind Waker, so
Yeah.
it's interesting.
It's kind of funny. I wonder if they'd ever go back and do another Toon Zelda for like a newer console. That'd be really exciting too. A lot of people, that's like their favorite or most nostalgic Zelda game because of the time.
Hmm.
Uh,
Yeah, it seems like right now they're focusing on like the remake series, right? Like Link to the Past. No,
mm.
Link's Awakening. Link's Awakening.
My understanding is that they actually kind of alternate between a new installment and a big
Hmm.
remake, I think. Because I think it was, if I'm remembering the order correctly, it was Breath of the Wild, and then a Skyward Sword remake, and then it was Tears of the Kingdom, and then it was Link's Awakening, I think. I may have the order
Ah,
wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's how it works.
and then we got
Uh,
the Zelda spin-off game.
yeah, that's a really cute one.
Do you
Uh,
play it?
yeah, what is it called? Something Wisdom.
Hmm.
I'm blanking on the title because I only played that one once. It's one of the only Zelda games I've only played once. I really like that one though. It's really cute, and the gameplay was very charming. like the cloning mechanic.
Hmm. Yeah,
Mm.
no, I never had the Switch, so I didn't touch it, but it looked cool.
It's pretty fun. I recommend it anytime. Though I feel like you would probably much more enjoy Link's Awakening over the two like toy style Zelda games that have dropped for the Switch.
Yeah, I never got to play the Game Boy version, so it would be nice
Mm.
to try it out. I played my first Zelda game that I actually owned myself because I did play Ocarina of Time on a relative's house back when I was younger,
Mm-hmm.
and I used to rent my Majora's Mask as well. Back when you can rent games.
Ah, yeah, back in the Stone Ages when they still
Yeah,
had the what is it the blockbuster.
yeah. And back in my day, it wasn't just like blockbusters. I remember one of my, it was a laundry place that also you could also rent movies at,
Huh.
and they had like a Nintendo 64 cartridges that you could just grab and rent. It was very interesting. I
That's
would
so
rent
cool.
Majora's Mask, Banjo Kazooie, and a game about a glove. I forgot what it was, but that was all for the Nintendo 64.
Mm. In my case, Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask sequentially were also the first two that I played. But
Mm.
in my case, I played them on the Wii because on the Wii shop channel they had 64
The
titles
Virtual
that
Console.
you could emulate them through the Wii shop channel. Uh, and my parents had gotten Ocarina of Time through that system originally because they both played it on the N64, and they were like, "Oh my gosh, that's our game! We love that game!" So they got it again. And then I discovered it, and I deleted I deleted their save file as a kid. I just started playing it myself.
That
But it
is
was
so
actually really
sad for
sweet.
them,
It
but
was really sweet because you'd expect them, right? You'd expect them to be very like sad or upset to have lost their save, but they were just really excited that I was playing it.
hmm.
So when I finished it, they got me Majora's Mask through the same place, and I really like
Like,
that one.
but I guess when you think about it, it's like it's Zelda, right? You can just beat it again. It's not like Animal
Yeah.
Crossing where there's like some more of a personal attachment to it. I don't know. This is just my assumption because I don't play that game, but
Mm. No, that's a pretty good way to put it. I will never. Oh my gosh, I still haven't forgiven him. I had there was a game in the Harvest Moon. Now it's called the Story of Seasons franchise.
hmm.
There was a game in that franchise that I played, and oh my gosh, I funneled so many of my hours after school playing that game. I had the biggest house. I had a wife. I had a kid. And then my brother decides that he wants to play it,
No.
and he saved over my file, and I lost it all. I lost my wife. I lost my kid. I lost everything. My farm was humongous. I had multiple farms actually. I had multiple on different plots. It was it was everything to me. It was thriving, and then it was just gone.
Yeah, and I mean that's different in that case. Then
I still haven't forgiven
you
him.
lost your whole family right there.
He stole it all, and he didn't even keep playing after that. It was just like, oh, I kind of want to try this. Okay, I don't like it. That was it.
Feels bad.
I'll never forgive him, even now.
I think the only similar story that I can relate to that is like losing my Chow Garden in Sonic Adventure 2.
Oh,
I don't know if you're familiar
I've
with those.
never played it, but I have a friend who spent a lot of time breeding them to get them to look a specific way. I think they have like a genetic system or something like that
Mm.
that influences the colors. Is that how that works?
It's basically on what you feed them and how you raise them.
Mm. So
It was
interesting.
also like there's a way for you to abandon them, and it shows you a really. I'm gonna show you a screenshot of it, and it's so sad. Wait, Chow abandon,
Oh my gosh.
and it shows you like a little sad screen.
I already feel bad for it, and I haven't even seen it yet.
And I didn't know that was a feature as a kid,
Uh-huh.
and I accidentally abandoned my Chow.
Oh
Wait, this is
no.
the screen that shows up.
Okay, let me see. Oh, he's got the little packed sack.
Yeah.
Happy life in a faraway forest. You will never see
Never-
your Chow
You'll
again.
never see him again, and it would play like a super sad melody. It was so sad. Like my
That's
Chow.
so sad. Oh no, that's even worse because in that case, it's like you're the one that did it. So you,
Yeah, it's like I cannot
you gotta
blame
carry that
anyone.
guilt. Oh man, It's tough. I get that though. I think I did things like that too because I was playing video games before I could read. And I think I actually learned how to read through playing video games actually, or at least the basis of reading. So sometimes you would just do these things. You would do it by accident. You wouldn't know what you were doing.
Yeah, I mean, I can really relate to that, especially me not knowing English at the time. All the games I played were in
Yeah, I didn't
English.
even think about that. I didn't even think about
I
that part. That's
I
next
learned
level.
a lot of English thanks to video games.
Me too.
So
Oh my gosh.
yeah, no. Imagine having to play like Zelda or an RPG without knowing English. It was kind of hard.
That's next level. Oh my gosh. Fortunately, the games that I learned to read through were also fully voiced in
Mm.
several cases. So I think that's a lot of where I got my character recognition from. Mm. It's kind of interesting though that you mentioned that you like your first Zelda game, you like played it like through somebody else. It wasn't yours. Uh, that was the case of my first and I think my only Sonic game. I would play it
Oh,
whenever I'd play it whenever I visited my cousin.
you mentioned was Unleashed, I think.
No, I guess I have played two Sonic games because that was my second. The first I ever played was much older than the time I was playing it in. It was on the original Genesis, I think, and I think it was. Oh my gosh, I'm blanking on the exact name. I think it's Sonic and Tails or something like that. Was the like it's one of the first ones.
Maybe Sonic 2.
Oh, maybe that's the one. Uh, it was like that classic format. I remember. I don't know if this is like I might be describing the most like franchise-wide basic thing ever, but I've never played most of them, so I don't actually know. But
Do you remember any background for a stage or something like that?
I vividly remember one of the early ones that's not Green Hill Zone is this like industrial place, and the theme was kind of like do 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 do
That's Sonic 2.
do.
That's Chemical Plant Zone you're thinking about. Yeah, that
I
was
have a
Sonic
super
2.
vivid memory of that stage in particular because I was a baby and I could not get through it. I struggled so much to finish it.
Yeah, no, I think like that's a common story. A lot of people struggle with Chemical Plant compared to Emerald Hill Zone, which is the first one. Yeah, no.
Ah, yeah.
Beep 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 doo doo doo. Yeah, it's that one.
Oh my gosh, so nostalgic. Yeah, that was the first and one of the only Sonic games I ever played, and that was just whenever I'd visit my cousin, I'd pull out my uncle's Genesis and I'd play that sometimes.
That's funny. That's actually the first Sonic game I played also.
Oh really? That's so
Yeah,
cool.
also not on my not a game I owned, but
Mm,
just someone I knew had it.
yeah, that's so
Yeah, but I was
cool.
gonna get to like the first Zelda game that I actually owned was Oracle of Seasons.
Ah, the Oracle games were really fun. Oracle games are
Yeah,
really fun. I really mix some of the details for those up because those are some of the only ones that I've only played a small number of times. Because in those games, I played them retroactively. I didn't play those as they were being released. I was pretty late to a lot of it. You said it was Seasons?
yeah. It's one of the few games made by Capcom for Zelda.
Yeah, that's right. Oh my gosh. It's interesting to see how the aesthetic direction changes when it's like out of company.
Hmm.
I think it was a similar case for Link's Awakening actually, and that was part of the reason that a lot of the I realize you said you haven't played this one, but a lot of the enemies in Link's Awakening are actually not from Zelda, but are from like they're references to other franchises like
Yeah, I believe
Mario
like
and
there's a
Kirby.
Chain Chomp, there's Curvy, there's so
Yeah.
many enemies from other franchises. Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah. It's really cute. I'd kind of like to see something like that again. I think the closest thing we have to that right now is whenever they do forgive me, which company is it? They're the ones that they do Dynasty Warriors is one of their big franchises.
Wait, is it Konami?
Oh, I think it might be. Yeah, I think that's the one. They've been going to them for Hyrule Warriors games for a bit now. I think that's the closest thing
Hmm.
we have as far as Zelda games go. But those are really fun. Those are really fun. I'm excited for the new one, the new Age of
Right.
not Age of
Oh,
Calamity,
Koei
but it's
Tecmo. Yeah, not Konami.
that's the one. I knew it was
Yeah, it was with
something like
K.
that. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
was
knew it
like
was
that
with K.
sounds
I got
about
it
right.
wrong. I'm still thinking Metal Gear. Maybe that's why.
Oh yeah, you got Snake on the mind.
Yeah.
Are you enjoying that? I
I
saw you were playing through that intro for a while.
It's really been a long time since I play a stealth game like that, and the last game I played was 4, which has a
Mm,
different has a little bit of a different gameplay loop. So
mm.
yeah, no, I was struggling to get into the hang of it. And one way you can play the game, it's kind of like you're supposed to be stealthy, but you can get caught and just like brute force your way in, just kill everyone, or just like take everyone out after you found out. But that's not how you should be playing. It's not the spirit of Snake. So
You gotta sneak
it's kind of like
around.
I don't know. I felt so lame beating the missions like that. So I kind of like I felt bad throughout that first session. But it's okay. I watched like 3 beginners guides already. I'm I I kind of have an idea of how I should be approaching for the next stream.
I see. So now
Yeah,
you're
no,
in.
I
You've seen
finished
3 video
stream.
tutorials and now you're a master.
I finished stream. I was frustrated. Metal Gear Beginner's Guide on YouTube. It's kind of
I think that's so true. I think you're genuinely one of the only people I know that actively does that. But I think that's so cool. I think it's commendable. Especially in the case of the first game I saw you do that with Peak, because that was like a contest kind of thing, right?
yeah. I mean, I really didn't want to drag any of my senpais down.
Yeah, I got that impression. I thought that was really
Hmm.
cool. Very commendable.
I still ended up doing so. I think I'm known at this point for like in all our collabs, where it's like, oh, Frio is the one that runs
Runs
by
every
himself.
game like it's the Navy.
Not just that, it's like I go off by myself or I get lost and stuff. But I think for Peak, and usually like these they're called like friend slot games, right?
Mm,
I kind of get bored if I'm just like stuck in there. So I try to like help out and see like if I can find something at least.
yeah,
But sometimes on Peak it's like bid me back. It's like I try to go for risky plays, but then it's just like
it's tough.
oh no.
I think it's so exciting though. Like it makes
Hmm.
that excites the part of me you I imagine you know already where I like to take risks in video games.
Hmm.
I like to stand over the precipice of reward and punishment in video games. Something really, really great versus something really, really bad. If the chances are roughly equal, I'll have a really good time. So I love that. I love like climbing out a little too far just in case to see if I can find a good place for everybody to go. And then I fall and I'm gone. That's fine too.
Yeah, I think it's a way for me to maybe artificially make the game more interesting for me. And just
Mm,
like try to make a challenge or like do something risky so that it's kind of like I don't know. The stakes are kind of higher because otherwise it feels a little bit too slow paced for me.
yeah, I realize you like the kind of games where it's very intense and challenging, even if it means trying something over and over again or starting the
Hmm.
level over.
Yeah,
So that
because it
makes
doesn't mean
sense with your
like
playstyle.
because Souls is not necessarily fast paced. If anything, like Souls games are supposed to be slow and methodical
Mm.
more often, but it's kind of like the learning curve of it is really interesting for me.
And see, I realized that may have been the implication when I said doing things over and over again, but I was actually thinking more like platformers, like Castlevania type games.
Mm. Oh yeah, I love those.
I think they have a very similar feature there, where a lot of it is going through the level multiple times if needed to figure out how things work and to develop a clear strategy. Mm.
Yeah, I think
More intellectually stimulating.
we had this conversation like this in a call with a Banta senpai also, right? Where it's
Mm.
like I have I think it kind of reflects also what you want in a way.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like seeing your hard work get rewarded in a game. I think it's cool.
Mm. And honestly, I think that's a very common thing that people want. It
Mm,
depends on the form they want it in, right? Because for me, seeing my hard work rewarded is like starting with a humble and ruined place and just beautifying it over the course of months until eventually it's like thriving and polished and perfect. That's a reward to
mm,
me. Or like starting with 3 people in a little fiefdom and then eventually having a thriving kingdom. I like that.
mm. Yeah, I can see the satisfaction for it. It's just the process is kind of
It's so
slow for
slow.
me. Yeah.
Though it also comes down to like what you seek outside of reward. Why do you play
mm.
a game? A lot of the time, I like to play games so that it can like turn my head off, just kind
Huh,
of
yeah, yeah,
stop
yeah.
thinking for a while. So I think that makes sense too, right?
Yeah, it's kind of do you want to be like stimulated, or do you want to be more like just how do you say it? Like, do you want to relax more, ease into the game instead of
Decompress.
like having to actively think and act? I
Yeah.
think there's also like a similar thing to like stories. Whenever I talked with other people, like in about manga and stuff, I personally really like reading tragic or
Hmm.
pretty psychological, heavy themed mangas. But then when I've talked to people about it, it's like, no, my life is already heavy and tragic. I want to read something happy.
I
I
need
just
something
want
to
to,
make me happy.
yeah, I just want to relax and stuff. And it's like, but then when I read something like very heartwarming, very relaxing, very like iyashi, very healing, it's
Mm.
kind of like, ah,
Eh.
it's just happy now. Good for them.
Yeah, okay, but where's the spice? Where's
Yeah.
the interesting part? When does it get fun? No, I get that.
Hmm.
I like
There are
both.
some
Mm.
really like wholesome stories that I do like. It's just I have to be in the mood for them.
Yeah, I get that. I like both. I think I'm the same because I think I don't know. I think tragedy is very interesting, and I think part of the reason I like it is that I like to kind of read and see grim things in a safe environment, you know, rather than
Hmm.
like having to go through it myself. So for me, I'm able to
Yeah.
kind of like I don't know, I'm able to kind of enjoy that and get especially this is a big part of it. I get really invested in the characters involved. I find that I don't know. I don't think that a character needs to suffer in order to be realistic, but I find that it's often a very effective way for a character to seem human is to like showcase not that they've suffered, but how they respond to the fact that they've suffered.
A lot of times it's like the easier way for a spectator to empathize, right? Like
Ah, yeah.
seeing them experience something tragic and be like, "Oh, I would hate that to be me." Poor guy. Kind of something like that, right? It's kind of sometimes like there's a character with like an ideology that perhaps the viewer will not agree with, but if they don't know their backstory, they'll just dislike them
Mm.
because they're
I
different.
love that though. I honestly, that's honestly part of what I seek in some cases.
Hmm.
I like to read or like play a game that features characters that I totally disagree with.
Hmm.
Because I find that it I don't know, to me it kind of exposes me to a bit more of the world even if it's in this artificial form. It's like
Yeah.
the same reason I like having conversations with people I disagree with. I like to think critically about what might lead a person to feel a certain way or to make a certain decision. And similar to what I said before, I think doing it through fiction, like through stories, it's kind of like a safe environment where there's no risk
Hmm.
in exposing yourself to that stuff.
Yeah.
Mm.
And not to say it cannot be uncomfortable, right? But I think
Yeah.
sometimes being uncomfortable in a safe space in a story can be really good for you to uh one like redefine or reinforce your values.
Mm.
And doesn't necessarily mean that like, oh, because this character is written a certain way, it means that it's like a bad work of art, right? Or anything. It's just
Yeah.
it's very I think it's nice to be uncomfortable every now and then when it comes to media literacy and consuming. Of course, like to the extent where you're okay, right? If it's gonna really get you bad, then gotta think about like
Maybe avoid that for your
the
comfort.
like how much like gotta put it on a scale, you know, how much benefits are you getting from consuming this
Mm.
compared to the bad things. So I do respect also people doing what's necessary to cater their space. But personally, I
Yeah.
do like exploring different ideologies in art and the stories and media.
Yeah. I feel the same. Cause I don't know, even I guess I wouldn't say that it's important or like necessary to expose yourself to uncomfortable things, but I do think
Hmm.
sometimes it is kind of important to be a little uncomfortable, you know? Because at the end of the day, even if these things are artificial, even if they're fictional, they do still come from real people. There are
Hmm.
humans making these things. And you might just expose yourself to an uncomfortable idea that you need to know about. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I
I think it's
think
a very valuable experience.
absolutely. I think it really can help in one for one person to be confident in their ideals, their worldview, and being confident in that can make it so that it's way easier for you to tolerate
Mm.
others because unfortunately not everyone's gonna be like you, right?
No. It's
So
very unfortunate.
yeah, in the adult world it's very important to be able to cooperate with people of different ideologies, personalities.
Mm.
So Yeah, no, I think that's why like I really like fiction in a way that makes you like rethink your values.
Yeah, it's so nice. I feel exactly the same. Do you have any that have like maybe you don't have to get into detail because I realize this is kind of like a
Mhm.
it has the potential to be a slightly heavier topic of conversation. But do you have any in particular that stand out as something that influenced you or the way you think?
Oh. Hmm.
It could be an anime, it could be like a book, it could be a game. Anything
On
that's left any lasting
a
impact on your
story
thoughts.
that has, I think a lot of them have had a lasting impact on me, but it's kind of like to reinforce my sorry, can you hear my cat?
Oh no. I'd like to though. Get her on the mic.
You
Get her in the studio.
you want to hear?
Yeah.
Wait, you should be able to hear my background noise now.
Yeah.
Gatita? Oh wait, never mind. I think
She just wants to do it when I don't want to hear it.
yeah,
Like
never mind. She's gone now.
mm,
Oh yeah, no. It's kind of. Let me see.
mm. I realize it's a bit of a hard question to answer because I don't know if I would name anything in particular off the top of my
Yeah, because
head.
I think like I don't know, my worldview at this point and my values are shaped by a lot of things,
Mm,
not just media. But I think one a manga series that has really like made me like rethink how I view things
mm,
and also make me stay conscious that there's many people with different backgrounds is from now on we begin ethics.
mm.
And then
What's that about?
I think it's about an ethics teacher. Like it's like a classroom full of like troubled students. No one really cares about ethics class, but it's kind of
Mm,
like how he uses ethics and he has an impact on his students. Most of them have like very troubled and very dark themes, backgrounds, stories, families. But
mm,
it's really cool how this professor tries to like not judge, but try and help in the way he can
mm.
within the limits of his profession as a teacher. It's a really nice manga. I really like it. I recommended it to Watarai senpai actually, and he mentioned that he was enjoying it as well. I don't know if he
Oh
kept
wait, I
reading it,
think I
but yeah,
remember this actually. I think I remember this specifically in the context of you recommending it to him.
yeah. Unfortunately, the first chapter has like an explicit scene that I forgot about, and I'm like, wait, did I just recommend like this about my senpai this manga without any
Mm.
context? What if he just reads it and it's kind of so I went to apologize to him, but he's like, no, it's fine, it's fine. I actually thought it was very interesting, so
Mm.
thankfully it was okay. But yeah, no, I had completely. It's
That
been a
would have
while
been
since I
so.
read the first chapter, so it's kind of like, oh
I
no,
would
I
have been.
forgot.
I would have been so scared.
Yeah,
It's like, what's this guy reading? No, but it's good when the other person understands, and that's kind of like a I don't know. Sometimes that's a necessary thing to get a certain idea across, or to get a character's personality across. I can't say I know the context in the like in this story, but I imagine it is probably necessary to set the tone.
yeah. And I mean, contrary to like, because I do have like this image, like, oh, say so, right? It doesn't,
Mm.
and I prefer to avoid like joking about uh certain kind of humor, especially sexual stuff. But I
Yeah.
do consume a lot of content that has like that kind of content in it because sometimes it's not just for the sake of like how do you say it's not the main focus of it, but a lot of really nice media has that kind of content. So
Yeah.
it's not something I'm completely averse to.
I think it's a good stance to have because
Hmm.
I don't know I take a kind of similar stance with this stuff. I find that if it's not written for that kind of enjoyment, I can enjoy it, if that makes sense. I feel like a lot of the
Yeah.
time it serves a better purpose in like describing a relationship between two characters or describing like where somebody else is in their life, you know.
Yeah.
And I think that in any adult work, that's just kind of a like a natural thing to include. Yeah,
Oh yeah,
I feel
absolutely.
the same. It just
And I
makes
mean, it's
sense.
completely different where it's like a work of fiction that has nothing to do with you when and then when people are joking with you about it, you know.
Mm. In my case, it's a lot harder I think to maybe not a lot harder. It's really hard, is what I should say. It's
Hmm.
really hard for me to name anything in particular because likewise, I feel like it comes from a lot of things, like personal experiences in addition to media. But something that stands out to me, something that left like an earlier impression on me that I still kind of carry now, thinking about it. It's so goofy to explain maybe, but it's actually like a single episode of Adventure Time
Huh.
that I really liked. There's this episode where uh, Marceline and the Lumpy Space Princess they they kind of ditch this important formal event and they just cause a bunch of ruckus. Like they vandalize stuff and they steal a couple things. Um, and near the end point of the episode, LSP she starts to feel a little guilt. She's like, "Does doing all these bad things make us bad people? Should I not
Hmm.
be doing this?" Um, and Marceline says, "I don't think there are bad people. I think good people can do bad things, and that's bad.
Hmm.
But if it's just once, then maybe you could call it a mistake." Uh, and I think in the context of what they were doing, maybe not super fair since they were doing all these bad things on purpose.
Yeah.
uh, but I do still like to this day as an adult, I kind of carry this idea that uh, I don't know. I genuinely we had a really long conversation about this with Sable
I
at
was
one
gonna
point
say, are we
actually.
gonna have our
Our
5 hour,
beautiful
6 hour
souls.
call again
our
about
beautiful
whether bad
our
people exist
beautiful
in this
souls
world or not?
conversation. But it's kind of the same idea. Like to this day as an adult, I kind of carry this idea that I don't think there are bad people per se, but I do think people can do
Hmm.
very bad things. But I do have this naive belief that most people will do what they think is right, even if that thing is bad in the eyes of others. So with that in
Hmm.
mind, I find I don't know, it makes it a little easier for me to meet people and understand people and sometimes reach them and convince them to, take a different approach if they're doing something that I think is wrong.
Yeah, I can see that. I differ a little bit from that train of thought.
Mm,
I do agree that uh, bad actions do not necessarily make you a bad person, because sometimes you do them without out of ignorance, and you
mm.
can definitely grow from them. But I do think intention matters,
Yeah, intention is
and
everything.
yeah, and unfortunately, I do think there's a lot of people around that do things with the intention to harm, with the intention to only think about themselves, with the intention to affect others, just for the sake of dragging them down, for the sake of not liking them. So I
Yeah.
really cannot say there's no bad people at all
Mm,
from my train of thought, but it does not mean that people can are like outside of redemption or outside of improvement. I don't know redemption. I don't think I'm one to decide whether people can be redeemed or not, but
mm.
if people want, they can always improve. And it
Yeah,
should be something you do for yourself, not something you do for forgiveness. Is
I think
my
that's a
train
very
of
good
thought.
stance to have. Yeah,
Hmm.
I think that's very good. Mm. Ah, the world can be such a tough place sometimes.
Yeah.
It is rough. Like even with my belief, I can still yield that there are so many people that will do bad things on purpose
Yeah.
for
But I
their own
think
selfish benefit or for even no real reason.
there's not I don't think it's necessarily wrong to have the mindset you have, because some people may say, oh, it's unrealistic.
Mm.
But I think it's a mindset that makes you bring a lot of positivity to other people. And I've seen a lot of Devonairs talk about how much that mindset has brought an impact to, and I think that's a wonderful thing.
Ah,
So I don't think you're doing anything wrong by it. And if anything, it's wonderful that there's people around that are willing to try and see good in everyone when
mm.
perhaps people like me can't in certain scenarios.
I think both mindsets are very important.
Hmm.
I think too much in one direction just sets you up to be walked all over by everybody.
Hmm.
But too much in another direction can set you up to just kind of be isolated and never really like connect with anybody. I think uh I think keeping a reasonable amount of optimism but also realism is important.
Hmm.
Realism is especially important, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. I can also agree with like kind of a naive way of having certain values in a way that I
Mm.
got from like from a series.
Mm.
There's like the now that I remember, there's the Fate series.
Oh yeah.
And I think both the main character and the main character for the prequel, Shiro Emiya and Emiya Kiritsugu, they have this really unrealistic goal of being a hero of justice, of like
Mm.
trying to save everyone, do what's correct, help people out when needed. But the world does not work out like that. So it ends up being like, yeah, they're both naive. You cannot help everyone. There's sometimes where you'll have to make sacrifices. The world isn't black or white. But regardless of that, they kind of like reject that sometimes. It's kind of like, yeah, but
Mm.
I still want to be a hero of justice to the best of my abilities. And I think the way I apply that to my values is always wanting to be the best person I can be. And sometimes people can be like, but Frio, you cannot be perfect. Frio, you cannot expect yourself to do this like this way, you know? It's very normal to make mistakes. It's very normal to fail. But
Mm.
for me, it's like, yeah, but what's wrong with having the expectation of being perfect? Because that
Yeah.
way will push me to be a better person tomorrow than I was yesterday.
I might use a little different wordings though. I feel like aiming to be the best person you can is one thing,
Hmm.
but I do think the goal of perfection can actually be kind of crushing depending on your personal
Hmm.
outlook. Like perfection, especially in terms of performance, that's where that word starts to scare me a little bit.
Yeah.
Uh, but it isn't my
Well,
mindset.
more than being perfectionist, more like there being no ceiling to how much
Mm,
you can improve.
that is great. I love that. I love that mindset, and
That
I've seen a little of that in you before, especially as it pertains to like music, for example.
yeah, that's how I want to approach things. It's kind of like I don't want there to be a limit to how it kind of sounds bad, right? I don't want there to be a limit to how unsatisfied I am. I
No,
want to
but I get
always
it,
be
right?
unsatisfied.
I think improvement is born from being dissatisfied with something or with yourself.
Hmm.
I think it comes from a place of not liking how much you can do or what you have,
Hmm.
that you push yourself to build on that or get more, get stronger.
Yeah.
So I think that's very reasonable, even if it sounds a little negative. I agree with that. I take a very similar
Yeah.
stance
No.
actually.
It can definitely be crushing in certain
Mm.
scenarios. So
Creates a sense of
it,
pressure sometimes if it's
yeah. No, I
unchecked.
cannot say it's a perfect way of viewing things, but it's just how I've been wired at this point.
Mm. Yeah, I support that, and I think it's a very good mindset to have. It's an improvement mindset.
Hmm.
It's a, I don't know. It's a very, what is the word I'm looking for? Sustainable? Is that the best word? Maybe. I
Hmm.
feel like it sets you up to continue working forever, and I think that's a really good mindset to have. Other people, I feel like I don't know. It's very easy to become complacent with what you have, and that sets you up to plateau. And plateauing can be soul crushing in other ways.
Yeah. It can be. It really can be, right?
Yeah,
So.
to think, oh, this is the best I can do.
Hmm.
Um, I
Because.
have a very similar naive belief. I don't know. It kind of stems in not stems into, it flows into another rabbit hole of conversation.
Hmm.
But I kind of reject the idea of talent in general, and I have the potentially naive belief that anybody could learn to do anything
Hmm.
in most cases. Like
I don't
anybody
think it's
could.
naive.
I think anybody could sit down and learn to draw, for example, or could learn to sing, could learn
Hmm.
any instrument. I think it's a matter of work and timing. Uh, I'll yield that it might be easier for people that start young, that start like in childhood, because in that setting, your brain is taking in information a lot faster, and it's kind of built to learn things quickly, like language. Uh, but I still think like any adult at any point could pick up any skill and become really good at it with enough work.
Yeah. I have a similar mindset. I do think talent exists because
Mm.
I think if everything could be achieved through hard work, we would have 1,000 King of Pops, because there's
Mm.
so many legendary figures that like stand out above the rest, and there's
Yeah.
a lot of people that no matter how hard they work, they'll never catch up, or they'll never be able to do that because there's really a lot of amazing people that have a natural affinity to things, and it does not mean that they do not work hard, because
Mm.
even if you have talent, you do need to work hard to polish it and be able to like improve it and get the most out of it, right? But
Yeah.
I also agree that if you want to do something, you can learn to do it.
Mm.
You do not need to be talented to be good. You do not need talent to be skilled. You just need patience and kindness to yourself, I think, because everyone goes at different rates.
Mm,
And just because other people might seem like they have an easier time or they go faster, it does not mean that you're incapable of that.
mm. And maybe, I don't know, maybe it's like a coping kind of mindset that I have with rejecting
Mm,
talent. I don't know, because when I started, like with singing, for example, I was terrible. Maybe even
mm,
tone deaf at the time. Could not sing for longer than a few seconds at a time. Could not match the pitch of what I heard. Uh, couldn't even do falsetto until way later. I had to build that. I only got that a small
mm,
handful of years ago. Uh, and I don't know, meeting people that teach singing and teach music theory. I've encountered some people in the past that have said things like, talent is kind of the difference between, how can I articulate this properly? Two people that put in the exact same amount of work, a lot of people will suggest that there's still going to be a gap between them just based on their natural ability. I
mm,
reject it. I hate even thinking about it, even if there's a chance that that's real, even if it's more
mm.
realistic to expect it to be real. It's like, I don't know. I find that I am more motivated to work my hardest if I think that talent doesn't even fall into the equation.
It doesn't have to be.
Mm.
In the end, it's like, why do we have to compare ourselves to other people? It can be a good motivator if you want to be like, oh, I like this singer. I want to sing like that. But it's kind of
Mm.
like, oh, it took this singer this amount of years to get this good, but I'm taking twice as much. Then who cares though? In the
Yeah.
end, you
Right.
cannot do anything about it. I've had a lot of struggle, a lot of brain worms over my singing. I believe I've exposed
Oh,
you to that
I've seen a
so
little
many
of
times.
that.
Yeah, but it's kind of in the end, this is the voice I have. This is the ability that I have right now, and there's nothing I can do about it.
Mm.
So just gotta do the best I can with the voice I have. Because in the end, I'm not doing this to be good. I like being good. It's fun to be good at things. It's fun to be good at things. It's fun to do things well. But in the end, I enjoy singing.
Mm.
So I'm not gonna stop. No matter how frustrated I get. I can't. I wouldn't be around here if I couldn't sing. So
Mm. I think that's the best mindset to have. And then, like, coupled
mm,
with your improvement mindset, I think it sets you up to be super, super duper powerful.
mm,
And even in the scenario where there's no improvement, which is an unrealistic scenario because you're very hardworking and you have the mindset of improvement, even in the scenario where you stay exactly as you are right now, I think you're still doing just fine, right? Like, I love
thank
your
you, thank you.
voice. All kinds of people love your voice. There are people all over the world now that love your voice, right? Uh, so I don't think you have to. I don't think you have to worry.
Yeah, I mean, we're always our own harshest critic, right? And sometimes it's
Yeah.
always the hardest for. I think the person. Wait. I forgot how to speak English. It's always hardest for you to notice your improvement yourself.
Mm.
I think it's easier for other people to notice it, but for you, it's like, no, I've been singing the same way this whole time. I have not improved at all.
Yeah, it makes sense thinking about similar things. For example, like, I don't know if you've ever had like that one relative close to your age that you didn't see for a long time, and then you met at a reunion or something, and they look totally different because you weren't there to witness the entire arc of their growth, right?
Mm,
But like people that, for example, that you go to school with and see every single day for that entire gap of time, they'd look mostly the same to you, wouldn't they?
yeah, or like having a pet, For you, it's like they're
Mm.
still baby, but then peop people will visit and be like, "Wow, they're so
He's
fat
gotten so
now. They're so
big.
big." It's kind of like, "No, they're small. They're babies still."
That's the exact same idea. Because you are there to witness every second of your own
Hmm.
improvement, you won't actually see as much of an improvement. You won't
So
see how much has
yeah,
really changed.
it is tough.
Mm. It's only really possible when you keep like archives of it. If you ever record
Hmm.
your singing or practice or anything. That's something that I find very affirming is like listening back to old recordings that I did and thinking, "Oh my gosh, I could do so much better right now. I could
Yeah,
stomp this guy into the ground if I tried." That always
yeah,
feels
no.
nice.
Mm.
Mm.
And sometimes even like no matter how good a microphone is, how good your monitoring system is, it will sound different to you, no matter what, because of I don't know, your brain and how you hear your voice also when you're not when you have like the effect of your whatchamacallit, your just your head
Mm,
resonating, it's different.
yeah.
So it's always gonna be jarring to hear yourself. You can get used to it,
Yeah.
so
I'm very thankful. Do you like the sound of your voice coming out of your head? Like when
uh
you're just hearing it?
I don't know. I think it's kind of like it's my voice, you know? It's not a dislike or a like. It's more
Mhm.
like hmm, there's voice types that I really like, and my voice type is not one of those.
Oh, tell
Is what I'll
me
say.
about it. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. I feel like that goes with everything. Not even just
Yeah,
like
I think
singing voice,
so.
but also speaking voice, appearances as well.
Hmm.
I feel like people will often be most drawn to the furthest opposite of what they can actually have.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
People with like, for example, people with straight hair might want it curlier, vice versa.
Hmm.
People with blue eyes might want them brown. And then
Hmm.
people with like a dark voice might want a brighter one.
Yeah.
Deep might
Yeah,
want
yeah, yeah.
higher.
I've
Oh
always
my goodness.
like I bought J-Rock and Visual K, so I really love powerful, big, belty voices.
Mm.
But my quality's a little bit more on the softer side and on the brighter side, so it's kind of like eh. But regardless, I think I've seen some other people in the scene that have a more similar voice, and that's always inspirational, you know, so
Yeah.
motivating to see like, wait, they're just like me, kind of. That's I don't know. It's always been I've always been someone that gets motivated by other people, a lot of
Mm.
especially singers. So a lot of my goals as a position here were to be able to convey the same.
Yeah, I can relate. In my case, I was really drawn to it's a bit of a different niche, but like seiyuu singing, uh,
Hmm.
where they would do more of like a character type of voice while singing, and often they're naturally like super high tenors with a like a range that where they can control that kind of character voice in a higher register. But naturally speaking, I was always a bass. I don't really qualify as a bass anymore now that I've lost some of my lower register, but uh, I've almost taken a drastic approach of trying to change my voice over the
Oh.
years. So I'm kind of thankful to have reached a point now where rather than trying to change it anymore, I'm more so trying to strengthen and rely on what I have.
Hmm.
And even if I don't encounter people that sound like me, my thought is that that's also a strength, right? If you never find anybody that sings the way you do, because that
Yeah, I
means that
agree.
you stand out and you have your own charm.
It's
That's
really
something
funny
I've been trying to own.
that you say that because I listen to like your musical theater or billing karaoke. And that if that is not character singing, I don't know what character singing is.
I will say that's a bit of a different setting. That's very like that's musical theater. That's
Hmm.
its own thing. But yeah, that honestly that is also just a that is something I don't really mind to brag about a little bit. That it's a product of hard work.
Hmm. And I
I
think it's not
still
just work; it's just passion for it. I think anyone can tell you like that kind of music, that kind of singing.
hmm, I don't know. I still have a long way to go, but I'm very proud to have made as much progress as I have. It's nice to like reflect on some of the recordings I kept for myself in my phone from a billion years ago, and,
Hmm.
and just listen to how goofy it sounds compared to today. mm, yeah, I hope to do more in the future.
Hmm. I'm sure people would love it.
And then on the flip side, you mentioned like being very drawn to like very belty, powerful vocalists, but listening to your covers and your karaoke, I feel like there's a very serious charm to the tone of your voice. Yeah,
Hmm.
it's a slightly less common tone as well. Like I mentioned, I think having a less common one is a big strength.
Hmm. Well, yeah, definitely less common is one thing I can agree with. I've always like struggled trying to find like references of who to follow in terms of like voice color, but I think my
Mm,
technique has been developed based on what I like. It's very self-taught and there's a lot for me to improve, especially on breath control. I think anyone that listens to my karaoke can tell. But
that's tough in any case. I struggle a lot with
yeah,
breath control. It's so tough.
it really is, especially with like Vocaloid music.
Yeah.
Why is Miku allowed to not breathe?
Right? These songs are not written to be performed live. It's tough for anybody.
Absolutely, but it's fun to
Mm,
take the challenge, and I think it's actually quite curious. You know, you said you were designated a bass, and then you did work to brighten your voice.
mm.
But I was the opposite. I've always had more of a brighter voice, and I think based on what I like, I try to like darken my singing style and make it so that I have like a more mature kind of singing because it's what I like. So it's really interesting how like the dichotomy of
Are you making fun of me?
no, it was Seal actually that taught me that.
Oh wait, Zeal taught you the word dichotomy. That's crazy. I feel like
Yeah.
I clown on myself for using that word all the time. It's one of my egoist words, as I call them. Yeah, that is really interesting. And it's the same idea full circle, right? I feel like people will often seek out the opposite of what they naturally have.
Yeah.
Or just something different than what they have. Yeah, like I said, I think you have serious charm. Like even with that improvement mindset, I feel like you're great as you are.
Thank you.
I'll be rooting for you.
I don't know. The image I have of you is you find good in everyone's. I feel like you're gonna find something.
No, but I mean it though. I mean it seriously.
Like, I still appreciate. I know it's honest.
I will say I can find good in anybody, but I'm not a fan of empty praise or empty compliments. If I wanted to compliment, like if I didn't have a sincere compliment for your voice, I would say that I admired how hard you worked, for example.
You're so
I don't know.
hardworking.
I still want to keep it real. You know, I don't want to lie.
Oh no, it's gonna. You worked hard, huh? It's kind of like man.
Like I'll find something to compliment, but I try to keep it honest. You know.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I get it. It's not like he's just like flattering. It's just like he's so nice. That's it.
Everybody's a beautiful soul.
Yeah, that's another case. Maybe we can have like the recreation of that 6-hour call.
Yeah, and then complete with the memes.
Yeah.
It cracked me up so bad. The Fortnite kids, is Fortnite overrated? But instead it's like, am I worth it?
Am I good enough?
Am I good enough? It was such a fun. And then Zeal's just snoozing away.
Yeah, he just went to bed, and we just started going like, the most philosophical route possible.
Oh my gosh,
we were going through it pre-debut, as you can tell.
We really were. Oh my gosh, it was such a. I don't want to call it a stressful time, but there was a lot of stress there, at least for me. I was really like I was worried about like, you know, like are people gonna like us? Are we gonna fit in with our senpai?
There's a lot of uncertainty out of it, right?
Yeah, and then on top of that, there's all the work to like get everything ready. So it's like in the back of my mind, there are voices asking me if anything's good enough, and then in the front of my mind, it's like, oh gosh, I can't even think about that right now. I've got to do this instead.
Yeah, it's really been good on the brainworms to be so busy. There's no time to like get self deprecative or anything. Like it's like I need to work on this, and it needs to come out good.
Needless to say, I'm very thankful that debut went so smoothly and without any serious issues. Oh my gosh, I was so worried. That was my biggest fear. I thought my computer was gonna explode. I genuinely, I thought I was not gonna get. I thought I was gonna make it 10 minutes into stream, and then my PC would just boom.
Oh no.
Maybe a more lighthearted tangent on the subject of debuts and cool stuff. Did you see the first of the 3SKM 3D reveals?
I did.
It was so cool, right?
It really was. Kaisa senpai playing the drums.
Yes, that was my favorite part when they had like the full band with Fua senpai, Inami senpai, and Kirada senpai. It was so cool.
Yeah. I actually I fixed my sleep schedule to a certain point. I've been sleeping at like 2 to 3 a.m. now, but I set an alarm to watch it because
I wish I would have, because I love to go full Fambo when I'm watching those, but I didn't. I slept through it, so I didn't get to do my live tweet thread. I had to watch it after it was over.
Yeah, no, I just shared the stream, but yeah, I mean, I think you can tell because you were around for the pre-debut, but both 3SKM and Speciale are units that I'm very fond of because they were units that debuted while we were preparing ourselves. So I was able to watch them from the beginning, and I don't know, I really look up to both.
I think it's very
for
sweet.
the rest of the 3SKM debuts.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, that's a really cool part of the experience. There's no shame in like being later to something. If anything, I think it's really, really cool to be kind of late and to have a big archive to get through if you want to, and to like like still support someone wholeheartedly, but there's a special
Mm,
charm of like seeing someone as a total newbie, and watching them
yeah.
grow from that point. It's something that I don't know. It activates that part of me that used to really love like idle games.
Mm,
It's really really exciting. I have a very like similar fondness of like Mechatsuе and like watching
yeah.
them from the start. Mm. Yeah, I really admire them. Their 3D debuts were so cool as well. Yeah, I'm very
They
excited
really
for the.
were. I often go back to them, to some of them.
Yeah, especially some of those musical segments.
Oh
It's
yeah.
so cool. I'd like to do something like that someday, maybe. That'd be really cool.
Hmm.
If something even half as cool, I'd be so honored. Um, yeah, I really loved the band segment. It made me really especially excited as well for Speciale to someday have their 3D reveals.
Yeah, it's gonna be really fun.
I loved all the references they did to like classical bands. I spotted like a Beatles reference and a Queen reference.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
I don't know. Anything like very music oriented, I am drawn into. I am drawn to.
Likewise.
Hmm.
Oh my gosh, there's so much to look forward to.
Yeah. Really excited what our recently debuted Kohais have in store also.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Yume.
Yo,
It's
you mean?
kinda
Yeah,
yeah.
with their band concept and
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
they got
yeah,
such
yeah.
nice voices too.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mm,
I'm really excited.
likewise. I'm curious to see if the Horizon has more like original music, especially.
Hmm.
Mm. I
I'm
really
sure they
really liked
will.
their debut track, and I their covers were so good too. Mm.
Yeah.
It's so cool. Oh, so many cool people.
So many cool people, yeah.
I wish I had the free time to like fully commit to watching everything. You know what I mean?
Hmm. Yeah, no, I really cannot watch people as much as I used to back then, but
I almost feel
whenever I
starved
can,
relying on just
mm,
clips and covers.
yeah, whenever I can, I try to like just have something playing while I work or do something else.
Likewise. That's a big part of what got me into streamers actually was like
Hmm.
having that parallel play experience. I love
Yeah.
having a live stream to put on the side while I do my work, while I type away or do whatever. Mm. That's a big part of like what drew me to Nijisanji as well.
Yeah, I agree.
There's just something really cool about that. So it's honestly still like even now, we're going on 6 months as I mentioned, but it still feels so surreal sometimes to be in this position.
Yeah, it's like sometimes I wake up and I'm like, wait, I'm in Nijisanji? I'm in the same company as all these people that I've been watching. What?
Right? And they know me as someone that just cries and begs at every every opportunity.
Yeah, I'm the guy that screamed about hiding in a hole in the
Uh,
Cosien. Uh,
I don't think they have that image of you. I think they see you as really cool. Actually, I feel like you've got this very like stone faced impression among a lot of them.
yeah, I got to do my best to protect that image.
I feel like it kind
Over
of showed
there,
with that we were talking about
over
earlier,
there.
but the collab yesterday in the poll section, you were the least likely to cry and run away from the scary cabin.
Yeah, I mean, we never cry.
We never cry.
Yeah, I think even that on my own side, I still haven't lost the non-crying allegations. I think
Oh
I've been able
yeah.
to maintain that.
Even so, like you have a very strong image of like someone who like is very cool and collected. I think. It's so funny though. I feel like.
Wait till they see me play Metal Gear.
Oh yeah. I still think of oh my, I think I've mentioned this to you. We've talked about it at some point. There's this like
Mm,
one clip reel of By the Beat specifically, and it like compiles how people respond to jump scares
mm.
within our unit. And it has like the one of you playing the convenience store game. I can't remember the
Ah,
name of
yeah.
it. What is it called
Night of
again?
the Consumers.
Night of the Consumers. It's got that one, and then like Sable was responding to something, and I think it was Madison. Zeal's doing his typical jump scare reaction of "Oh," but then they put me like screaming over Mario Kart.
It's so funny because you're screaming the loudest over Mario Kart.
I get so stressed out. It's because I get so immersed in most games that I play, especially like the more rendered or 3D it is. I just get so immersed. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's me falling right now. Um, maybe I should hope to improve that a little bit. Gotta protect my bouncer image. It might be done for already though.
Yeah, especially how I murdered 2 people while you were playing an arcade game.
I didn't even realize I was. Oh my gosh, I'm a flop. I gotta work harder to keep people safe. I was not protecting anything. And the tragic thing is, I think in that game in particular, I was actually I can't remember the name of the role, but it's the one where if you witness a kill, you can kill too in response.
Oh yeah.
So I think I could have saved them, and or maybe not saved them, but I could have avenged them if I had been paying more attention.
Oh, I had that roll 1 round also, but I never encountered any bodies, so I couldn't use it. Yeah, the Avenger.
Ah, the Avenger. Ah, that's the one. Yeah, I think it was the Avenger that time. Either that one or maybe that was the soldier game where you charge up a kill by doing tasks. Man, that was funny. I'm kind of excited though. I'm excited and nervous for October. I want to see if I can play some actually scary games. I want to work up the nerve, work up the courage to play a scary game by myself.
Hmm. Oh, by
Maybe organize a couple
yourself.
of- Yeah, I want to. I want to see if I can. I don't know what game yet. I've been thinking maybe a lot of people have recommended Chilla's Art because they say it's like a little bit less scary, more palatable.
Hmm.
But I don't know. Maybe I should go all in, do something super scary.
Just rip the band-aid off.
Yeah, just go straight into the deepest part of the pool. You know, learn how to swim that way. That's how I learned how to swim.
Yeah, no, I mean, you said you found Left 4 Dead scary, right?
Oh, it was so scary.
And that's like an action game more than a horror game, so it's kind of like, oh wow.
I only got through that because you guys were there.
Yeah, no. That was a fun collab though. I actually didn't like it's been a long time since I played Left 4 Dead because it's kind of I played it a lot back then and it's kind of like but no, it was really nice revisiting it with everyone.
It was really fun. I don't have as much experience at all in those kinds of games as you may understand already. But in general, I really like any game where we can play together.
Hmm.
And I like cooperative games as well, where we're all just fighting against the same enemy or enemies. Because I don't know, competition is fun against other players, but it's also so stressful sometimes.
Is it?
I get so worked up. I'm like, oh my gosh, because it's like, if I do too good of a job, that might be frustrating for the other person, but that's usually not the problem. If I'm too weak, that's like a boring game. That's
Oh.
the root of my insecurity in competitive games. It's like I need to be good enough that it's challenging and fun for the other person to win or lose.
Hmm.
Mm.
I see.
And it's like
Yeah, no,
we were talking earlier about like what we seek, and I like to turn my brain off when I play games. It's like the opposite.
yeah.
I have to put in effort. I have to think. Are we gonna say?
Oh no, it's like I kind of feel that with Street Fighter, right? It's kind of like I cannot just like you just get beaten up the whole time. It's like there's kind of like a little bit of like a healthy pressure to like want to try and get better. You know, I'm a competitive person also, so
Mm.
I don't know. It's enjoyable for me, but I can see why it can be pressuring for others.
Yeah. I would like to learn one of those though, like one of the games that everybody else is playing. Because like I've said, I
Hmm.
like any game when I can play with others, when I can hang out with friends or people that I admire.
Well,
And I
now you
don't.
guys have a Final Fantasy that you're playing
Yeah, there
quite
is
often.
that. I finally have a social game that I can play with the other livers. Because otherwise, your choices are like Valorant or Marvel Rivals or League of
Hmm.
Legends.
Yeah.
I don't play any of those. Yeah, I would like to maybe at least learn Valorant. I think I wanna work up to that too. Maybe not October. That's a different kind of scary game. um, yeah, I wanna see if I can schedule some scary collabs too. I wanna try playing Phasmophobia as well. It's been a long time for that one.
Cool. That one's not scary though.
What? It's so scary. That's like the whole point.
The thing is though, all you hear in the game is just like and that's it.
No,
There's
but that's so
no.
scary. And sometimes you hear different things. Sometimes they sing.
Sometimes they tell you like I'm old, and that's it.
I think it's so scary. I'm like I'm on the edge of my seat the whole time. My gosh, we're not the
Kaelix,
same.
go check if there's a reaction in that room, and then just lock the door.
Genuinely, oh my gosh, the only times I've ever played, I think there are some ghosts that only respond if you're by yourself.
Yeah.
Everybody would always make me do it because they knew I'd get stressed out. Every friend I've
Are
ever
you
had, they
old?
put me in that position of being like, all right, Kaelix, you're the one. Go down to the basement in the dark and see if you get a reaction on the spirit box.
Oh no.
Oh my gosh. And then it would always get me. It would always take me out. So scary.
Yeah, no. I get it though. I used to be really bad with horror.
Oh really? I wouldn't have believed
Yeah.
that.
I just I used to not be able to like even look at the cover of a DVD because it would
Oh
scare
wow.
me, especially for it was The Grudge, like Ju-on.
Ju-on the Grudge. Oh my gosh, was that too scary for you?
That was so scary for me, and I think it's because I never even watched the movie, but I would imagine how it would be, and that used to terrify me at night. And I had like this really annoying classmate growing up that would imitate like one of the ghost children doing meowing sounds, and it used to terrify me.
Oh my gosh. Well, maybe that's just like a normal experience when you're a kid. I think at least in your
Yeah.
case it was like an actually scary piece of media. In my case, my big early fear when I was a kid is I read Peter Pan, like the original novel.
Mm.
And the mermaids in Peter Pan, they're actually pretty mean. They try to like kidnap you and drown you. Uh, and there's this body of water near my house that I used to play in a lot. But then after I read the book, I was convinced that they were real and that they lived in that in that water. So I wouldn't play there anymore because I thought they'd get me.
Yeah, no.
Mm. When it came to actually scary stuff, it was even worse. Like when I discovered Slender Man, I was convinced that he lived in the woods nearby.
Not the creepy pastas.
Oh my gosh, I was terrified. I couldn't take
Yeah.
it.
I do remember like my first exposure to creepy pastas, and I'm being like, "What is this real?
This is real?
Are there
Is this
really
a
like
real
so many
photo?
haunted VHSs of this show or of haunted cartridges of this game? What?"
Is Ben
And I was
Drowned a real game?
yeah, and I would go to my classmate. Did you know about this?
Have you heard?
It's like, yeah, it kind of like sometimes I kind of miss that innocence, you know.
I get
It's
that.
kind of like it sparks a side of curiosity. It's like, oh, this is something completely out of my understanding.
Mm.
Kind of miss that, and now it's just like, yeah, of course, someone wrote that. It's not.
I really miss it's tying back to something we talked about for a while,
Mm.
but tying back to video games actually. I really miss that in the context of rumors about video games. I feel like you don't see those anymore.
Oh,
I feel like back before people could just look things up really easily and before people could like crack open a game and learn more about it that way. I feel like a lot of people would be like, if you go to this area of the game at this specific time wearing this item, this super rare legendary thing will happen. And everybody thought it was real.
oh my God! There were so many rumors growing about like you need to do this and this and this to unlock Sonic in Smash Bros. Melee, to unlock Metal Mario in Smash Bros. Melee. And it was never a thing, but there was no internet back then, or at least
I
no
miss
easy
that.
access.
I miss
So
that so much.
so many hours spent on just doing random stuff in games to unlock something that wasn't even there.
I miss it. But now it's just so easy to debunk. It's like, no, that's fake.
Yeah, just look it up. There's already someone that like has already done every single possible thing that's available in the game
Yeah.
to unlock everything.
I'm not gonna get my Mew at the truck. I'm not gonna.
What do you mean? I won't get it if I press pause like 5 times and then up, down, right. Stuff like that.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I miss that. I miss that era. I miss that.
Mm.
I don't know. I feel like things were so full of wonder, and I kind of miss when people would play games more like with more of an experimentation mindset. I feel
Mm.
like nowadays a lot of games, and honestly, a lot of them are even made with this in mind. It's kind of built for you to play just straight through it, just experience it once, and it's really quick and over with. I kind of miss when even limited games, you just try the craziest random things. I miss just wandering around. It made games feel a lot bigger than they were.
But I mean, yeah, no, because back then, like, there are so many like niche secret Easter eggs, and it's
Mm.
like, how did people figure those out back then?
They figured it
They would
out by experimenting. They wandered
but
around.
they would just try the most random things.
That or they got the guidebook. Back in the day, they used to make those
Oh
books,
yeah,
those
I used to.
physical playthrough books.
Yeah, I had one for Twilight Princess actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the was it the gamer's guide, the pro choice, and it was like this thick book.
Oh my gosh, I never had one, but they did actually have a couple at my school's library, funny enough. And I would always borrow them and just honestly some for games I didn't even play just because I liked reading through them. And I loved when they had like the character sheet details and stuff like that.
Yeah,
I
I
love
was
just
gonna say
reading through
like
those.
I never used them while playing the game. It was more for reading on my free time because I liked
Right?
reading them out, but I never used them as a guide.
I still kind of experience that in a way though, because I will binge through multiple full Wikipedia fan articles of games that I've never played and never will play, just to like learn about the world and like read about the
Oh,
characters. That's the closest thing we have to it now.
that was me with Silent Hill.
Oh
To
yeah.
this day, I have never played a Silent Hill game, but I was always very drawn to the lore of it. And back then, I was scared of the game. So I would just read everything available about the game, like the story, the characters, the routes, the endings, everything. So I kind of have an idea of what happens in every game, but I've never played either of them because I would just read them.
That is so funny. Will you ever play one?
Uh, Silent Hill F is coming out this month, and I would love to play it if
Woo!
possible. It's it's not part of the main, or I guess if there's even a main series, but this game's set in Japan, which is very interesting because
Mm,
the whole point of Silent Hill is that it's a town based in the United States.
yeah,
So it's like, how does Japan get Silent Hill? I don't know, but very
that's kind
interested
of
in trying it out.
fun. I'm curious
It
to
looks
see
very
that.
good.
I had no idea. Maybe I'll check it out too. Maybe I'll work up some courage. Oh my goodness. Mm. How are you doing voice wise? How are you feeling?
I am getting cooked.
Oh, are you getting? Do you want to start wrapping up?
It might be a good idea. I don't know.
I don't want to push you too hard. I'm thankful that you were able
Yeah,
to
no.
take some time to hang out with me today, even though you've been going through it vocally.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Hmm.
I try not. I've been mentioning every now and then, but I also try not to mention it too much, just to not worry people. But
Ah, I get that.
yeah, I do notice improvements. It's just something that I need to do with rest. Unfortunately, some of these days have been busy, but I think based on the schedules that we have and what I've already turned in, it should be getting better. So
I
no
have
worries.
faith. It's just been a very busy month.
Yeah,
August was.
it
Oh
really
my gosh,
is.
August had hands. Yeah, in that case, I'll
Yeah.
I'll let you go.
Oh yeah.
Thank you so much for hanging out with me, talking about video games and morality. and,
Like what games, morality games? Really?
what was the path we took? It was games into morality, uh,
Morality
specifically as it relates to
improvement,
like shows and
morals.
stuff, and then into like it's like skills versus talents, and
Hmm.
then back into games.
Games again. Anyway, so Pokemon.
Yeah, Pokemon coming out.
It really feels like those times a little kid that you don't know will just walk up to you and tell you the heaviest thing about like their family situation, and
Yes.
then after that will be like, "You like Pokemon?"
My dad's been sleeping on the couch this week. Did you watch the newest episode of Dragon Ball Z?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. No, that's so real. I feel like that's most conversations with me.
Yeah, it happens. It's fun though. I really don't mind anything like that. So
Thank you so much. I had a really good
mm,
time.
yeah,
Okay, I can't wait to play the new Pokemon together. Um,
yeah, it's gonna be fun. Do you have an idea of which starter you're gonna pick, or are you gonna keep it as a
what are
surprise?
the starters for this one again?
It's Chikorita, Totodile, and Tepig.
I might have to do Tepig because he's from Unova. I love
Oh,
Unova. Black and White's my
black and
favorite.
white.
Everything about Unova is my favorite. I might have to.
Yeah.
It's probably gonna be Mr. Tepig.
All right, that's good because you can take the red representative because I'm definitely going full for Chikorita.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I love
Sussing up.
Chikorita.
I don't think
Yeah.
it should be any other way. I think that's the right choice. Mm.
Yeah, no.
I look forward to playing together. But yeah, until next
Mm.
time. See you again. See you again soon.
Yeah, take care, everyone. See you guys.
Maybe we could do something next week or the
Yeah.
week after. Who knows?
Are you doing something tomorrow on stream? You want to promote?
Oh, what am I doing? Oh yeah, I'll be playing Stardew Valley. Not at the same time as Yogin Joker, because I realized we scheduled it at the same time on the same day. I'll be starting an hour earlier than originally scheduled. Nothing super crazy. Ooh, but I should mention that the phone call voice should be available in about a week. They announced that, and I think all of By the Beat is participating in this one, right?
Yes, sir. It's been a while, but I'm back on the boys' goods.
Okay. Very excited to see how people feel about this one. So if you're curious, feel free to check it out when the time comes. They'll announce it as soon as it drops here in a week. I think it's in a week.
Please.
Yeah, a week from today.
We'll be under your care.
Do you have anything you want to promote? Any streams? Any activities?
Yeah, well, tomorrow I'm gonna be playing Hollow Knight Silk Song for the first time. So if anyone's interested in the game out with me, please feel free to do so.
I'll be checking it out. As I mentioned earlier, I've been very curious. All right, thank you for everything. I'll see you later.
Yeah, take care. Thank you for the collab.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.